Yo, what is up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to the VVS Academy. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I got a really crazy video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all of the mastering mistakes you're making for your rap vocals that are keeping you from sounding professional. So if you're chasing after that industry quality sound and you're not reaching it, it's probably one of these mistakes. And if you're still struggling to get your vocals to sit inside the beat and balance themselves out perfectly every single time, check out my free course down below. It's going to completely change the game for you, teach you to balance your vocals and your beat perfectly every single time. So it takes about 15 minutes. It's completely free. Check that out below. So let's dive right into it. I'm not even going to overtalk it. Let's hear the track back now. Let's get it.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I thought just blow my bag, I'm talking my shit.
All right, cool. So as you can hear, there's already a lot of problems. You usually hear me say the song already sounds pretty good, but in this case, there's some issues here. So we're going to dig into them right away. The number one mistake that you're making when you're mastering your rap songs is that you're clipping the master fader. If you look up here and you see this red line, that means that you've got too much signal hitting the master fader, which means you're crossing the 0 dB threshold and you're into distortion now. Even if you don't physically hear it distorting, if it's crossed 0 dB, it's clipping, it's distorting. So just because you don't hear it, your ears don't pick it up, doesn't mean that it's not there. It is there. All right, so as you can see, our fader here is clipping. This is our master fader. And the first thing that we usually would do is just try to turn the volume down on this fader. And that is wrong. The big mistake here already is that there's 2 dB added onto this fader. You don't want to add any volume here. So let's go ahead and get this back to 0 and leave it where it is. And let's see if we're still clipping.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag.
So you can see that our music bus is clipping, our mix bus is clipping, and the master fader is still clipping after we remove that volume. So let's go and work our way down. So our all vocals is up 2 dB and it's not clipping, and our music bus is down like half a dB and it is clipping, which automatically tells us, one, our vocals are not loud enough, or our beat is too loud, which obviously the beat is too loud, it's clipping. So what we need to do is go back to our beat channel and let's adjust the trim.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I thought just blow my bag, I'm talking my shit. Got me feeling rich, Roy the king of them licks, I'm do like Mitch, lead on.
All right, cool. So as we can hear, we've gotten rid of the clipping on the music bus. It's still a little bit too dynamic. So in that instance, I would generally add some compression there just to get the dynamics controlled a little bit better. But let's get all this turned to 0 first, because I think we still might need a little bit more vocals. So let's see.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I thought just blow my bag, I'm talking my shit.
Cool, so as we can see, we're getting much closer. Let's go ahead and grab a compressor for our mix bus, and I think this is gonna control things a little bit we need to keep us from clipping. And in the meantime, let's do one other thing before we start compressing. I'm gonna bypass this. Let's pull up our meter, and what the meter is gonna tell us, it's gonna tell us a lot of information. One, it's gonna tell us how much we're clipping, it's gonna tell us how loud we are on average, and it's gonna give us the range of our loudness. So let's check those things.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going out.
Cool, so yeah, we're clipping 1.5 dB. We got decent enough loudness. Let's go with this and let's try to control this a little bit more. So I'm just gonna grab my favorite settings for this compressor and let's see how much gain reduction we're gonna get.
Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone blick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50 bitch all on my dick.
And so when we see this compressor moving like this, where it's like cutting 3 dB, that means our song is too dynamic, which means that our beat still is lacking control. So what we're gonna do, instead of, like I said, grab some compression, we're actually gonna turn the beat down some more. So let's go ahead and get some more volume out of the beat. Let's go maybe 2 more dB or so.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I touch his lawyer, my back.
And what I'm looking at is how far over to the right this goes. It can hit the 3, but we don't want it to lay there. So I'm just using that to base how loud I adjust my volume. So let's do it again.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be
I think that's a much better control track. So let's look at our levels and everything now, see where we are.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I touch his lawyer, my bag, I'm talking my shit. Got me feeling rich, bro, you the king of the...
Cool. So I think we're just about there. We're still a little tight on volume. So what I'm going to do is grab a meter here, a VU meter, and I just like to use the one that comes with the virtual mix rack just because I'm a Slate user, but you can use the Waves VU meter, you can use there's some free meters, you can use literally any VU meter that you like to use is going to basically do the same thing. So I just want to see where our levels are for the mix on the mix bus.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30.
So we're still a little bit over in volume, but that's fine because this next tool is gonna do the work for us, really, and that is our clipper. So our clipper is gonna clip off those quick peaks that cross 0 dB like that. Basically, the kick and that one word of like Vic, they're hitting at the exact same time, and so it's compounding and making the vocal or the entire track too loud right there. And so our clipper is gonna turn things down for those quick momentary instances where we get too many audio files stacked on top of each other and the volume gets multiplied too much. So it's going to cut those for us and keep us below 0 dB. Now, I say we're going to work our way down, meaning we're setting our mix bus up. Now we're setting up our clipper and things so we can get some volume and some control. But once we actually work our way down to the vocal bus and control the vocals, we don't really have to worry about that 1.2 dB or whatever clip because our vocals are going to be controlled enough that it won't even be clipping. But we still want our clipper engaged because it's adding saturation, it's adding volume, it's adding color, and it's adding control. So I like to engage it at this point. So let's go ahead and put that clipper on. Let's load up my preset that I like to use. Already did. Perfect. Let's grab our meter and see how loud everything is. Let's go ahead and clear some of this out of the way. Perfect. All right, let's just look at our meter and see how loud everything is.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I touch his lawyer, my bag, I'm talking my shit.
So as you can see, we engaged this clipper, we controlled our volumes just a little bit, and look how much louder the song got. Let's take our clipper off and see where we were clipping, how loud the song was, that kind of thing. Because the clipper actually does a lot, but you have to balance your session out first. So that's what we did. Let's listen to our before and our after. We're gonna look at the meters and see where our numbers are.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and bring our clipper back and listen to the exact same section of the song and watch our meters again. Let me go ahead and reset everything. Bet.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going out.
And see, when you work this way, your song is already loud, it's already clear, so I can hear a lot more of the vocal issues that I now need to correct. And that will be my next step, to work down to the vocal bus and start to tighten up the vocals and get them present and loud and up in front of the track. Look, man, these are the tips I'm giving you guys week in and week out. And if you need a little bit more help, drop me a line down below. My name is Vivi, and I'm here for you. Remember, stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
Lock my bag. Got locked in the box, nigga see knew my Vic, but he want no shit. Two-tone glick, can't be worried about shit. 30 bang, can tell by the 50, bitch all on my dick. Nigga, I think in my scent, smell like weed in this bitch, and I got the bag. These niggas be going outside, I touch his lawyer, my bag, I'm talking my shit. Got me feeling rich, bro, you the king of them licks.